Today's video is a bit on the preachy side, so I apologize in advance, but it's something that I thought I have to address and I have to talk about. So I hope you guys forgive me, but I really want to talk about this because I've been having a lot of conversations with small businesses and it always comes back to the same thing. And what I want to start off by saying is that nothing, and I mean nothing in life and not just in government contracting, nothing in life worth pursuing is easy. And that's a feature, not a flaw. If things were easy, you cannot stand out because by default, easy things attract masses of people. And this is the kind of theme that I see on YouTube for government contracting, that it's easy, that is something that can be done with ease. Look at me, I made X, Y, and Z amount of money, $50,000 in 5 minutes. Oh, I did X, Y, I placed a bid every single day. I got my $100,000 in my first week. That's what we call clickbait. It's not what actually happens with most businesses, if not all of them. So I want to clear some misconceptions about government contracting. I want to show you the reality of things, what I've seen businesses, countless of businesses go through the process all the way to winning. And then what I see on YouTube, which honestly bothers me a lot, which is a lot of clickbait. I understand this is the only way to sell. I try to avoid it myself, but you as the consumer of this media, you have to distinguish between what's real and what's clickbait. So I want to clear out a few things that the honest truth is that government contracting is not actually easy. No matter how people market it, no matter how many videos you see, I won X, Y, and Z, I did this in 20 days, my friend did this in 2 days. You are selling to the US government, and they are the biggest bureaucracy in the world. So you can't assume having a consumer like that and assume that the process is going to be straightforward or not complex. Again, but like my thinking is when I see something that's not easy, it attracts me because I know most people would not be able to do it. And that I think should be the mind frame for you getting into this. It shouldn't be that, oh, it's easy, that's why I want it. It should be, how can I stand out? It's an opportunity, but I know that I'm capable of doing non-easy things so I can get what I want. On the opposite hand of the equation, it's actually worth pursuing. You can be a first-time government contractor without past performance, and you can bid on two $50,000 contracts and less and actually win them if you provide the best quote. That is a fact. I've seen businesses do that. And your profit margin could be anything between 5% to 20%. So we are talking $50,000 on average, your first government contract. Is your first bid going to be your first government contract win? Probably not, because it's a muscle that you have to train. Now, I understand the struggle with SAM.gov. I honestly do, and with government contracting in general, the SAM.gov interface is difficult. You have to write a lot of proposals. The contract, it's confusing to read, and it's not easy to understand. But the real secret to your success is to actually build the muscle. You gain experience and knowledge through consistent efforts. You show up every single day. You do your searches every single day. You break down solicitations every single day. You write proposals, you submit bids. Then, when you build the muscle and you're seeing contracts and you're kind of establishing yourself and you're winning some in the process, you find your niche. You find something that you're capable of supplying that you have a competitive advantage where no one else has the same thing that they can offer as you. So you kind of zoom in on one specific thing. Then with that process, you're now building relationships with agencies. You have good relationships with subcontractors. You understand the contracting process and you start improving your strategies with your bids. So slowly you're getting more experience and you're winning more. And that's how the muscle starts generating money and you start winning contract after contract. It doesn't happen like what's being promised and promoted on YouTube. My first million in government contracting when I was 29. Cool. But what actually happened? Show me the process. Show me what's your profit margin. How many bids did you submit before? What's your team? There are so many factors that when you dive deep into the details, it turns out people are not actually making that much money. Or in the opposite, I've seen businesses that they would never even show their face on YouTube that have made significant amount of money, but they don't want people to know the niche because they know they don't want the competition. They know they can offer things that other businesses would never dream of offering. And they like to keep the niche for themselves. They don't want the spotlight. So the key thing is, and I want to go back to this, is that difficult things are attractive, and there's nothing in life, not in just in government contracting, nothing in life worth pursuing that's going to be easy, especially if you're selling to the United States government. It's not going to be easy, but you can make serious money with it. So I have nothing to sell. I don't have a course, which is that I'm probably one of the only YouTube channels that doesn't sell a course. So there's nothing in it for me to tell you this information, but I can guarantee you, and I go by this, there's nothing. And I can get, like, the course could be $1,000 or $10,000, and I've seen the range. There's nothing they can offer you that's not available online for free. Guaranteed. You buying the course in most cases is you're telling yourself that I'm actually doing something. I'm investing money in this. I'm being serious. But I can guarantee you that there's no information that they would provide you unless it's one-on-one coaching, then I'll change my mind. But most of these courses, I've seen a few of them, it's just their YouTube videos bundled together, and you're paying 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. That's not what you need to be doing. You should not be consuming more media. That's not why you're not winning government contracts. It's because you're not bidding. That's just the bottom of it. And you have to assume that you're not going to win. No business generates a lot of money or significant profit in the first 6 months. Why do you think your business is different? Why do you think that you're going to start doing this tomorrow and you're going to start winning more than anyone else, or even win? You have to give it time. You have to improve your proposal. You have to build a portfolio. And with time, it will get easier. Your first contract is 100% your most difficult contract. And that's why you need to put more work in the beginning than later on. Later on, you can streamline the process. It becomes a lot easier because you identify key things that you can teach to your team or you yourself can apply easily. And then third, which this is the most important one, and most people, I would say 95% of you listening are not going to do it, and I'm okay with that. I only care about the 5%. You have to show up daily. You have to daily search for government contracts. You have to daily break them down. You have to daily contact subcontractors. You have to daily ask questions to contracting officers. And you have to submit bids. It's just the fact of things. I've worked with many companies, and the ones that I see results are the ones that submit bids. If you don't, if you stay in the analysis paralysis trying to figure out, oh, I need one more course, one more video, that's not what's blocking you from winning. Get proactive and show up daily. So what's the plan? We have to prioritize execution. So you have to realize that your issue is not access to information. Everything you want to know or you need to know is available online for free. You don't need a course. You don't need that. And honestly, like I always talk about SAM search, starting off, it would be a really nice, helpful plus. But I would be lying if I would tell you you can't win a government contract without SAM search. It would make your life really easy and you would win and be able to submit a lot more bids. But starting off, start slow. Like, I'm with you. Start slow and build yourself into the next step to invest more in the business. But start slow. But let's actually start. Stop consuming media and start bidding. So take action is what really sets you apart. As long as you're moving forward, so let's say we want to have a goal this week to go from just consuming content on YouTube to actually searching. And then the next week, we want to go from searching to actually reading solicitations and breaking them down and understanding them on a deeper level. And then the next week, we actually want to start submitting bids and contacting contracting officers. Finally, the most important part is you have to realize it's on you. You are the cause of your success and failure. So if you win, that's because of you, and you should acknowledge your win. That is a result of your effort. And if you lose, it's okay. We learned from it, but we offered something that's not competitive. How can we improve in the future and be in a position where we can win? And you keep going with this process. Eventually, you're going to win for sure. Not one, not two, multiple contracts across multiple agencies. Think about it as a long-term game. We're not trying to make money quick kind of scheme. That's not what government contracting is about, no matter how people market it on YouTube. This is not what this is about. You're starting a business for the long term. Second, you have to have a serious approach. If we are doing this, what do we need to actually be successful? We need X, Y, and Z. let's do X, Y, and Z, and stick to the plan. You have to stick to the plan, and you have to stick for a long time to actually see results. Now, if I tell you you're going to bid 7 times this year, and you're going to lose 6 out of the 7, but your 7th contract is going to make you $120,000, would you keep going or not? You most likely would. That's the approach that you have to have. Because with each bid, you're learning, you're improving, you're increasing your chances of winning. So as long as you stay the course, eventually you will figure out what it takes to actually win. I'm sorry about preaching. This is not what I usually do, but I've been talking to a lot of businesses, and it hurts me when I see this mindset that, oh, I'm still not ready. Let's just start. Let's move step by step and take action and be 100% committed to this and think about the long-term game. What do I need to do today to maximize my chances for winning in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Please let me know what you want me to talk about next in my videos. I would love to get ideas and suggestions from you. If you would like to keep up with my videos, give me a thumbs up or a subscribe. I would highly appreciate it. I love the community we have on YouTube. I think it's great, and I wish you all the best of luck in your government contracting journey and in life as well. Thank you, and see you soon.